Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Bremo. Welcome to the live. Hi, Dr. Justice. Hi, Mr. Yomi. Cynthia Felix, I can see you. Welcome to the live. Okay. We're all waiting for others to join. I think 5 minutes. Please invite your friends, your family, and loved ones to join this live because we are going to say something we are going to talk about a very interesting topic today. Okay. So let's wait. We have a few people join. Yes, yes. Hi, Real Uday. Blessing Ogoche. Welcome. Ivy Ehima. Welcome to the live. You're all welcome. Please share the link with your friends, your family, and your loved ones to join this live session. Okay, we all know as a culture in Nexi that every Wednesday we hold our live by 12 noon. By 12 noon, let it be on your calendar that Nexi is holding a live session. Please reach out to your friends, people that are interested in studying abroad. Okay, to all destinations, we come up here and give interesting topic, interesting information about studying abroad. I'm waving back. To all those waving at me, I'm waving back. Welcome to the live. Okay, so others will join us later, so we can let's just go deep into the business of the day. Okay, so today I am here to tell you everything you need to know about studying in France. You know, recently we dived into the Europe market, and then we bring you updates every Wednesday about each of these destinations. So for today in particular, our core focus is going to be on France, and I'll let you know all the details. Please, as a culture, do well to leave in your questions. Any questions you have, make sure you just drop them on the comment section, and I'll respond to them towards the end of this webinar. Okay, please, no question is a waste. Do well to feel free to just drop them on the comment section, and I'll respond to them. As we all know that Europe is now the new gold. Europe is the new gold of studying abroad. Okay, people's attention has now driven from Canada, from US, from Australia, and all towards Europe. And Europe is a vast country that has is a place that has lots of countries. Okay, so people that are interested have a lot of options on their study abroad list to study. Okay, and like I mentioned, Europe is not the new gold, and on top of that new gold, in that new gold there is a level to new gold still, where France is what we are discussing today. Okay, so France, as we all know, is part of the Schengen countries. Okay, and it is ranked the third among the Schengen countries because of the quality of education they provide. Okay, France is one of the countries that we all know that France is bilingual. Okay, it's a francophone country where majority of that's their official language, which is French. However, there are other languages, people that speak other languages in this country. Okay, we have Anglophones, we have people that speak German, we have Polish, we have Spanish, So the country is actually very versatile when it comes to other people coming in to either study, to do business and all of that. There are a lot of international companies in France. Okay, top international companies. If you go on Google, you will see them. Okay, that accepts that are there to employ students that are willing to study in France. Yes, please, Mr. Yomi, I think I'll just have to respond to this. Yes, we do repost the live session after it has ended. So if you go through our Instagram page, you'll see a lot of replay sessions that we've done. You'll see them. So once this is done, once you're done with the live, you will get it. I think in 3 days time you'll get it. Yes, you can rewatch it. Okay, so I said the quality of education you get in France is top notch, to the point that it was ranked third among all the Schengen countries. Okay, so France is actually a place you can advise your students, your friends, your family and loved ones to go into. Okay, so in France there are a lot of things that makes France very, very key. Okay, I'll be discussing them before going to other discussion. Another thing about France is the affordable tuition fee. France in fact, particularly to the entire Europe, one thing that is very particular about Europe is the affordable tuition fee, and France is among the countries in Europe, so which makes it automatically that France also process applications that are very affordable. Okay, and the living expenses is also affordable. Also, in addition to the affordable tuition fee, there is also an installment plan for students that are willing to study in France, up to from 3 to 6 installments. It depends or varies with institutions. Okay, so this installment plan is available for people that are willing to study in France. Another part is a 1-year post-study work permit and an additional information, which is your PR can be gotten within 3 to 5 years while studying in France, and that is wonderful. Okay, that is a very wonderful information, because we all understand the advantage that comes with you having your PR in a particular country. Okay, there are a lot of benefits, health benefits, cost-wise benefits. All of these things applies to you having a PR. So going into a country that you get your PR within 3 to 5 years, that is something that is very recommendable. Okay, another thing is, again, is there is no GRA, there is no GMAT. In as much as you're doing an MBA program, business program, any program you're doing, there is an option for you not to do a GRA or GMAT, and also you don't need to provide an English test. Remember, this is a francophone country. What was the purpose of you providing an English test? You don't need to do that. Okay, unless the only thing you can provide a test or an English test, a language test, is if you're going straight into studying French. That is when you're going to provide a test that shows that you have a level of proficiency in French for you to get an offer into a purely French program, French taught program, sorry. Okay, and then another part is, okay, this brings me to the next part, which is the options of you studying in English, purely in English. There's always been a misconception that people that are studying in France can only go, because they always feel there's a language barrier when you're studying, but that is not true. There are a lot of options. There's an option for you to study purely in English program, and that is what we are bringing to you. Okay, there is also an option for you to study both in English and in French. Then there's another option for you to study only in French. That is for people that have a level of understanding of French. You could have a B2, a B3, A1 for you to study in French, or a program that accepts only French, that is only taught in French, sorry. Okay, so so yes, we have schools. The schools we are going to introduce to you, the programs we are going to introduce to you are taught purely in French. So if you now come, okay, so if you come to us and say you don't want a program that is taught in French, that you want a program that has a combination of both French and English, that option is there. If you want a program that is taught purely in French, that option is there. So it's up to you to let us know what you want. Remember, we have counselors on ground that are furnished with information to help you on your study abroad journey to France. Okay, any destination at all, but because we're talking about France today, we have counselors on ground to furnish you with information on that. So just send a message to our DM, and then you'll be assigned a counselor that will respond to you almost immediately. Another good thing I want to point out again is the job opportunities available in France. A lot of people feel that if they are studying in France, there are no jobs for them. That's not true. Okay, that's not true. You know, I mentioned earlier that there are a lot of international companies in France. Okay, now these international companies are English-based country, they just have their branches in France. Few of them are, most of them are English-based companies that just have their branches in France. Okay, so they're looking for English-speaking students, Anglophone students, to come and work there with them. Now, that is why we are partnered with private universities in France, because private universities has a collaboration with international organization, in which once the student is done, or even during their program, they are being placed on internship or industrial attachment. Okay, now this helps to build the student's career in France, and also help professional experience in France, and also help them once they are done to get a job in good sectors. Okay, another part that is unique about studying in France is the credit transfer. We all understand that that option is there. Once you're a Nigerian student and you're studying, say 100 level, 200 level in a particular course, and you're interested in moving out of the country, it is possible for you to move to France to study in that particular course in the next level. So for instance, say a student is in 200 level studying business management in Nigerian university, maybe Unilag, and wishes to transfer to France. Yes, that option is possible because of the credit transfer option available in most universities in France, especially the private universities. Okay, so the students will now transfer from the business management course in Nigeria. Remember, the students will have to provide the transcript for, say the student is a 200 level student, will provide transcript for 100 level and 200 level. Transferring to France will begin from a 300 level program. And isn't that wonderful? This has helped the student to cut costs, and also enjoy the benefits of an international program. Now, coming to us for application, the total turnaround time for processing this application for you is between 2-3 days. We've seen offers that come out in 3 days. This depends on schools. 2 weeks. Okay. Now, this depends on when we all understand that most students do not have complete documents as at when they are interested in the program. So it is when you've given us all the complete documents and we click submit, that is when these 3 days to 2 weeks starts. Okay, so please, I'm going to take us through all the documents required to process application to France later on, so that we will all know what to bring once we are processing applications for you. Okay. Also, I will need to talk about the intakes that is available to studying in France. Okay, so there are schools that have intake for January. There are some that have for January, February. There are some that have January, February, March. Okay, all of this is classified as one intake. So for instance, you're a student that is interested in studying in March, okay, for France, and you have all your requirements, your financial, everything is set for now. What's today's date? Okay. Okay, so I was talking about the intakes that we have for France. We have January, we have February, and we have March, which is classified as one intake, and we have September, October, which is classified as another intake. Currently, we are applying for students that are interested in studying for the September, October intake. Okay, September, October intake is what we are processing application for, and this will help students to prepare themselves, all their documents financially, to study in France by September or October. Okay, so I would also want to key in on the courses that are in demand. Okay, because we know there are courses that are in demand for people that want to study in any country. So currently in France, the current courses that are in demand will be listed as follows. The first one is IT courses. We all know that tech is now taking over the world. Everywhere requires tech experts, people that have some level of proficiency in tech to handle certain roles in their companies. So these top companies are also interested in people that are into tech courses, or that have studied tech courses. Now I'm going to list out some of these tech courses, which are computer engineering, we have computer science programs, we have artificial intelligence program, and we also have data analytics or data science program. These are not limited to what I've just mentioned, but it also have a branches of it. So computer science, there are others, there are software engineering, there are all of that under computer engineering program. So if you're interested, or if you are interested in studying any of these tech courses, please reach out to us, and then we'll process the application for you. Okay, so tech students, people that have any of this computer science interest in any tech course, please reach out to us. Our counselors will attend to you and the application will be processed, and you'll be in France for the September batch. Okay, another course again that is also invoked there is business program, such as project management. We have energy and sustainability management. We have international business development management. We have finance and investment. We have digital marketing and communication, corporate finance, digital marketing, e-commerce, arts and cultural management. We have arts management, performing arts, marketing strategy, international marketing, business development, purchase and supply chain management, investment and financial risks, operational commercial management. All of these courses are management programs that are very unique to most people. I think some people have professional background in all of this. Okay, so imagine you're going to study this, a course in this, and it's in demand in France. This is a top for you, a plus for you, and you're getting a job. These companies will be looking for you to give you an internship or to even employ you into a full-time job. Okay, so these are available. Business program are available. Remember, it's because you're going through a private school that are already in partnership with this international organization. Another part is the health program, which is very peculiar. We all understand that after the COVID, health program was looked for, or people that studied health-related courses were now in high demand. This is not also limited in France. France are also looking for people that are into health program. However, the only clause with health program in France is that we can't process application for you directly into these health courses because they require you have some level of French proficiency. Okay, so that is just the only challenge. However, there is one health program for people that are interested in health. There is one particular health program that we can apply to for you. The name of the health program is MSc in Industrial Health Management. MSc Industrial Health Management. You see that it's actually related to management program, so it's not like a core health program. Okay, so if you're interested in this, yes, it is available. Okay, the program is taught in English. That is why we are telling you about it. Okay, the tuition fee is 11,700 euro per year. Initial deposit is 4,000 euro upfront. Okay, now for you to be accepted into this program, there are requirements. Remember that this is the only health program we can apply for you. Okay, so there are specific requirements for you to get an offer into this program, into this health program. The first one is your bachelor's degree has to be in the following field. So if you have a bachelor's degree in pharmacy, medicine, medical assistance, radiology, mental health care, biology, nursing, nutrition, medical studies, psychology, biochemistry, public health, healthcare technology, science laboratory technology, and the rest. Okay, and others. If you have a bachelor's degree in any of these health courses, yes, we can apply for you to study MSc in Industrial Health Management. Please also understand that this course has to come with some level of experience before you can get an offer into this health program. Okay, so for those that are interested in pure health program, that's, let's say, nursing programs and all of that, healthcare program. Okay, there's also another option we can go. There's also another route we can go about it. Okay, which is you studying a 1-year foundation program in French. So that option is there. Studying a 1-year foundation program in French, where once you're done with that, you can now progress into studying a core health program in any of the private or public universities in France. I'll repeat, you have to go through this route of applying for a 1-year foundation program. It could actually be lesser. Yeah, I think 8 to 9 months, 8-9 per month, depending on the schools. They also have the different duration. It could be 8-9 in 1-year program. Okay, so within that range of duration, this program is available, and the tuition fee is 7,100 euro. Initial deposit is 3,000 euro upfront before arriving France. So for this program, you're taught how it's just a foundation program for you to learn French. Foundation program for you to learn French. Also, this program is good for those, it's not only for health program though, it's good for people that are interested in studying any program that is not available in okay, so this program is also available to start for people that are interested in studying any program that is not available in English, that is not taught in English in France. Okay, that is not taught in English in France. So this option is available for you. So you can go for this 1 year foundation program. Then once you're done, remember, it doesn't just come like that. You need to have at least a B3, a minimum of B2. Once you're done with this program, have a minimum of B2 in French to now proceed to studying any other program. Thank you, Sarafina. Thank you so much. Okay. So you have to have a minimum of B2 in French to now progress to studying any program that is not available or taught in English in France. So it's not only limited to health program. So the options are there. The options are very wide for you to progress with. So please reach out to us. These options are wide. Please reach out to us. Our counselors are ever ready. Our counselors are ever ready, furnished with information. If you have patronized Nexi before, you would know that we are good at what we do. Okay, so please just reach out to us, send a DM, and then we'll get it up and running for you. Okay, I'm done with that. So additional information about the programs. There are a lot of other programs apart from the bachelor's program, and then the foundation program, the master's program. There are other programs also that are available, which I would give information on. The first is undergraduate program. For undergraduate program, you can apply with your WAEC, you can apply with your NECO, and you can apply with your NAPTEC program, NAPTEC certificate, okay, to an undergraduate program. Even for your postgraduate, if you have any certificate, it is accepted. Now, secondary school students can apply to join an undergraduate program, diploma, any program you're going for, diploma, bachelor's, for secondary school students, for the September-October intake, even if they do not have their WAEC certificate. I don't know if their O-level certificate. I should repeat this. So if you have a secondary school student, someone that is still in school, that's not written WAEC, NECO, or NAPTEC yet, but is interested in studying in France, instead of waiting till September, October, the option is there for you to apply for them now. Now, the only requirement we will need from you is an evidence to show that this student has registered for any of the exams. Just give us an evidence to show that this student has registered for any of the exams, and we are going to apply for the undergraduate program for them, to either go into a diploma program or a bachelor's program. So that option is there for them. Also, if you have a student, a secondary school student that has a WAEC, NECO, or NAPTEC, but didn't complete their paper, maybe they have they failed their chemistry, biology, any course at all, either 1 or 2 courses, reach out to us, and our counselors will counsel you on the school we are going to apply to for them. So the option is there for them to apply or get an offer into a program in France. Okay, I would also like to add, in as much as I said that nursing program is not available for you to apply for a direct application, because health program are not available for a direct application. There are core health program that students can apply for. Health and nursing program that is available for 2 years undergraduate diploma. Remember, this is an undergraduate program, not a postgraduate. Undergraduate program, not a postgraduate program. And then once the student is done, they can now go for a bachelor's or a BSc top-up. Okay. Now, for this particular program, these students can apply directly for, if the student can speak French, they can apply directly for an 100-level program in the health for health courses. But if they do not have a foundation in French, they would have to go through the foundation. If they don't have a learning or a proficiency in French, they would have to go to the foundation program to study French, and then once they are done, now go for directly into a nursing or medical program in France. So we are done with that. Please make sure you send in your questions send in all your questions. Any questions you have, please send them in, and then we'll respond to them at the end of this live. I know you have a lot of questions about France. I'm going to touch a few, but questions, and then we will respond to them. So another part is the admission requirements. For bachelor's program, I mentioned a few requirements before, but let me just make it a whole. For bachelor's program, what we'll be needing from you, bachelor's program, undergraduate program, could be a diploma, which is for 2 years, or a bachelor's program, which is for 3 years. The duration is this for undergraduate program. Diploma is for 2 years, bachelor's is for 3 years. Now for undergraduate program, we need your O-level certificates, which could be your WAEC, NECO, GC, NAPTEC, any of these that you can provide, irrespective of the level, the grade. Just let us know, and we will counsel you accordingly. Your international passports, recommendation letter, which is from your school, your secondary school, the CV. In as much as you're going for an undergraduate program, we still need to know, have a view of your background, academic and professional, if you've had any. Then a photo ID. We need a photo ID from you with a white background, okay, just to show your face. Okay, that is also part of the requirements we will need to apply for an undergraduate program. Then the age limit for an undergraduate program is from 16 to 25 years. Anything above that will be up for we need to review that before we put in the application. Okay, so if you have someone within the age of 16 to 25 interested in studying in France for an undergraduate program, please reach out to us, and then we'll process the application. But if you have someone higher, still reach out to us, and then we have some schools that still accept, they still give some grace to people from 27, but this is going to be case by case basis. Reach out to us, and then we would advise accordingly. For PGD and masters, we need one good thing about France is that they accept HND, irrespective of the grade. Bachelor's program, irrespective of the grade, we need your O-level. We all know that O-level comprises of the WAEC, the NECO, GC, the NAPTEC. Please submit it to us. The international passport, your CV, recommendation letter, SOP will be required. Then your photo ID. Reach out to us. We'll let you know the template. We can also give you samples of how to write these things. Okay, so our counselors are furnished with all of this information to guide you on how to put in, on how we can process a good application for you. The age limit for PGD and postgrad or masters is 45 years. 45 years. Anything above that is still accepted, but it's going to be under review. Please reach out to us, and then we'll advise accordingly. Okay. Also, finally, for the requirements, there are also PhD programs that are available. However, this PhD program are only available for business program only. Health program is not available, tech program is not available, only business program. So if you are a student that is interested in studying a PhD program in France, please reach out to us, and then we'll process the application for you. Now let's go to the important part of this entire live session, which is the financial implication of studying in France. Okay, I know most people will be like, all of these things, you say it's affordable, what is the tuition range? So we're going to dive into that conversation right now. So the tuition range for studying in France is between 7,000 to 12,000. I'm going to break this down according to the level of programs. Now for diploma program, remember that diploma program are for 2 years. Okay, we can get you a program from 5,600 euros upward. For diploma programs only, which is for 2 years duration, we can get you a program for 5,700 euros upward. Upward could get to the range of 12,000 euros. Then for BSc, PGD, the masters, we can get it from 7,000 to 12,000 euro per year. Okay, now for all of this, then for PhD program, we can get you for 10,000 to 18,000 euro per year. PhD program could be for 3 years. We've seen PhD program for 2 years too. Okay, so this depends on the school, the duration. Now for the initial deposit for all of these schools, majority of the schools we are partnered with, the initial deposit is between 3,000 to 3,500 euro. Okay, and then students that are interested in studying for this course, please make sure you have this money handy, because once you get your offer letter, the next stage of this application is for you to pay the initial deposit. Okay, and then afterwards, once you've arrived at the school would give you 2 months grace for you to now start making the balance of the tuition fee. Now the good thing about France is that the initial deposits could range between, the installment plan could range between 3 months to 6 months. I repeat, The initial deposit of this school or the installment plan for this school could range between 3 months to 6 months, depending on the school you're applying for. So once you pay the initial deposit, you've gone through your visa, get an offer, arrive France, yeah. So the school will give you a grace of 2 months before you start paying the balance of your tuition fee in installments. Now, before you arrive there are other things you need to put in place financially. The first part is your living expenses. So in France, you're required to provide 615 euro per month for 12 months. This money has to be in your account to show as a POF for your living expenses before your visa can be approved. Okay, so you're providing 615 euro each month, which sums up to 738 euro per year. This money has to be in your account for a period of 3 months. Remember, the rules still apply to France. For when you're provided with a bank statement, it doesn't have to be lump sum, it has to be a running account, it has to be in your name. That is, if you're sponsoring yourself, it has to be in your name. Okay, now the proof of fund has to be for 3 months. I think I mentioned that earlier. Okay, and concerning the proof of fund, this is a good thing about France. If you do not have the money to sponsor yourself, please note that you can invite others to sponsor you. And the good thing about France is that it doesn't have to be your father or your mother only. Okay, anybody can sponsor you, both individuals and organizations. The organization you've worked with, the organization you're affiliated with, you've done a voluntary service for. Okay, so far you can any of this organization can sponsor you. Okay, but there needs to be a relationship, not that you just pick anybody from anywhere to sponsor you. There still needs to be a relationship, but it's not as cumbersome as other destinations that we know. Okay, so once you're studying in France, you can provide 2 or 3 persons to sponsor you. Yes, you can do that. 2 or 3 persons can sponsor you if you don't have the money to sponsor yourself. So for instance, my church can sponsor me, my organization can sponsor me, that is 2. Then my parents can sponsor me, that is 3. You can provide those 3 people and your visa will be approved. Okay, so reach out to our counselors and they'll give you further information on the sponsors. They'll give you further information on everything you need to know about applying to study in France. Okay, now these are things that you will require from your sponsor. A sponsorship letter indicating why they are sponsoring you, the relationship they have with you, and how much they'll be sponsoring you with. Remember that this is 615 euro per month. So the sponsor can come up and say, I want to sponsor this person for 1 year with 200 euro. Is willing to sponsor, take off 200 euro burden from the 615 euro. Another person can say they want to sponsor 100 euro. Another person can come and say they want to sponsor the remaining balance. Okay, but all of this has to sum up to 615 euro. Please note this: 615 euro, irrespective of the number of sponsors that are coming to sponsor you. One sponsor can actually take everything, but if you don't have one, remember you can use 2 or 3 sponsors to do this for you, and everything has to sum up to 615 euro per month. Okay, now this sponsor will now provide us with the amount they want to sponsor you with and when they will be transferring this money to you. All of this information has to be detailed. And remember that it doesn't only end with the sponsorship letter. They also need to provide statements of account. The statement of account has to be for 3 months. Now that 3 months, the person is going to show a statement of account indicating, it has to show how much they are earning. Remember, somebody that is going to give you 200 euro per month. We all understand what the exchange rate of 200 euro is right now. So this person should be someone that is earning above 550,000 per month. So if you have someone that is earning 550,000 naira, 550,000 naira per month, of course that person is a good sponsor, because if the person removes 200 euro to be sponsoring you every month, there will still be a balance for the person. So we need to also calculate this when providing sponsors to us. Okay, but our counselors will still guide you further on what to do. Okay, so there's also sponsorship available, which is outside this part. If you reach out to our counselor, they'll give you further information on that. Now, apart from this, during the visa stage for France, you need to provide an accommodation proof for 3 months. An accommodation proof for 3 months is one of the requirements you need to provide before getting your visa approved to study in France. Okay, so all of this information is needed before we can process applications to France for you. Please put in your questions. Please send in your questions, and then so I can respond to them. Okay, so please send in your questions, okay, so I can respond to them. So France is that destination you need to look out for if you're interested in studying in Europe. Like I said, it's one of the top Schengen countries. I didn't even mention that you have access to 26 Schengen countries once you're studying in France. This means you can move freely, even as a student, to Poland. You can move freely to any of the Schengen, Malta. All of these countries are among the Schengen countries that you can move freely to. Okay, and then remember, this free movement, you can go there to work if during holiday period. Any of these things is available for you as someone that is studying within the Schengen region. Within the Schengen region, please send in your questions. Okay, so for so there's a question here. How many years is the master's program? Okay, so the master's program is between 12 to 18 months. I didn't mention that, so sorry. 12 to 18 months is the master's program. So for the master's program for 12 months is if you have, say, maybe a student that has a bachelor's program in management and want to now do a master's program in management. Of course, you're going directly. But if you have other courses, like you have an HND, you have a third class, of course, you know you need to do an extended master, which is for 18 months. If you also have an HND, you're doing the master's program for 18 months. If you have, if you want to top up or you go for a master's program that is not related to your academic background, you're going for 18 months. Let's say I have a business management program. I have a degree in business management, first degree in business management, and I want to study a master's in data analytics. I have qualifications or certificate that are backing this up. I have experience in business management, so in data analytics. Of course, you can progress to a master's program in France, which is going to be for 18 months. Okay, so Sue, another question is it only my living expenses that I should have in my bank account? Yes. France is not complicated. They just show them your living expenses. They're not bothered about the balance of the tuition fee. So your living expenses is what is required to be in your POF. You can still increase it if you want. You can still show above, but that's fine. But what is required is your living expenses only. Now, can a third class holder do a direct master's program? Yes. A third class holder can do a direct master's program, but this person would have to go for an 18-month master's program, not a 12 months. So it's not going to be a 1-year master's, it's going to be a 1.5 years master program. Yes, can a family member sponsor my application? Yes, a family member can sponsor your application, but you have to also prove the relationship. Family member, for this person to be a family member, you have to have some level of relationship with this person. So yes, they can sponsor you. Remember, 2 or more persons can sponsor you for your study in France. They don't need to provide the bank statement and a letter of explanation to show how they are related to you. Another question is, how can we run the proof of fund? No, I mentioned that your proof of fund has to be for 3 months. Okay, and it's the same thing with others. It has to be a running account. If you're the one sponsoring yourself, it has to be a running account. It has to be in your name. The minimum balance that should be there is 7,380 euro, which is 615 times 12. Your living expenses times 12. That is what is expected to be in your bank statement. So that is what you need to provide to us. Okay, so further information on how you need to run your proof of fund, please reach out to our counselors. Send a DM to us, and then we'll pair you with a counselor that will respond to you almost immediately and give you furnish you with information regarding how to go about the proof of fund. So another question is, if we are doing a proof of fund from like Globus Bank, can we run it? I don't understand the question. So for official Henry, please can you just send a DM to us on this? So if you're doing a proof of fund with Globus Bank, I don't understand. You're running the account for 3 months. Okay, is your money? leave the money there for 3 months. We need a bank statement for 3 months. It has to be a running account. There shouldn't be a lump sum. Provide us an account in your name. If it's for any bank is accepted, Global Bank is accepted. Please, if you need further information on this, please send us a DM. Okay, send us a DM and we'll respond to you almost immediately. Now, do students have the opportunity to stay back after studies? Yes, they do. So in France, the student is allowed to stay back 1 year after studies. 1 year after studies is what is required. Then the option of having your PR is if you stayed in France for 3 to 5 years, you can apply for your PR. So how many hours does an international student have to work? An international student have to work for 20 hours per week. Another good thing about France is that the students can work above 20 hours per week during holiday period. Okay, when they are not in session, when school is not in session, the student is allowed to work more than 20 hours per week. Okay, so is this all the questions we have for today? Okay, I think that is all for today. Okay, so thank you so much for joining our live session. It was a pleasure to speak to you all and then to share this wonderful knowledge with you. Okay, so our live is always every Wednesday. Please do well to tune in. Talk to your friends, your family, your friends, your loved ones, your relatives, enemies and foes. Everybody can join our live session. Okay, we give you updates, information about studying abroad. We give you updates on immigration policy changes. We give you updates on affordable options for you to study because we understand the exchange rates right now. Okay, so all of these things are always being spoken about during our live session every Wednesday by 12 noon. Okay, so it was a pleasure talking to you all, and see you next time. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you everybody. Thank you for coming. See you next Wednesday, where we'll discuss an exciting information about studying abroad. Thank you so much. Bye. I remain Alima.